Government may be forced to inject more money into the struggling power utility. The National Assembly is discussing Eskom's 59 million rand bailout over the next 2 years. Finance Minister Tito Mboweni tabled the Special Appropriations Bill in July. Now we expect by early this evening that bill will be passed. Let's get more from our reporter Lindsay Dentlinger, who's following the story for us. Lindsay, I think I'm dumbfounded, and so will other South Africans, that we might actually have to pump more money into Eskom.
Good evening, Shahan. Well, it's not a case of might, is that you will have to pump more money into Eskom. Just a few minutes ago, that bill was passed in the National Assembly by 200 votes to about 108. The opposition parties, of course, vehemently oppose and registering their objection to passing that bill. And it will now go to the National Council of Provinces for concurrence. But it's basically a fait accompli that Eskom will receive 59 billion rand from the National Treasury over the next 2 years.
Is the moral hazard and time inconsistency problem for Eskom to know that government will always come to its rescue. We feel the bill should be supported, but you must stress, honourable members, this cannot be a blank check. We agree fully with the Financial and Fiscal Commission that this should go with stringent conditions. More about this will be said later by my comrades. However, what we are stressing, honourable members, is that financial support is one of the main interventions necessary to take Eskom to viability and sustainability. We are also arguing that financial assistance from government is not and should not be seen as a panacea of all the woes of Eskom.
And Lindsay, one DA MP saying this bill is basically promoting state capture.
Yes, Shahan, really not in agreement with those statements made there by Sifiso Buthelezi, the chairperson of the Appropriations Committee, that the money is a step to reaching and to turning around that power utility. The opposition parties say this is not the first time and certainly won't be the last time we're seeing money being thrown at Eskom. As you pointed out there, the DA saying, this had led to state capture in the past. The EFF believes that Jabu Mabuza is not the right man for the job to lead the board, and until coal contracts are revised, until contracts with independent power producers are re-looked at, the problems of Eskom are just not going to get any better. And opposition parties, some of them believe that the power utility should be unbundled and that generation capacity should be privatized. But let's take a listen to that DA Member of Parliament who indicated, spoke about state capture and the power utility.
Its present form is a blank check and more of the same. It rewards the culture of state capture and theft. It diminishes the importance of oversight and accountability for public money. It allows Eskom to continue to hold a gun to the heads of our citizens, our businesses, and our government. The only way out of this mess, is to follow the very sensible proposals that the National Treasury Economic Strategy document proposes, as well as diversifying our generating capacity away from coal and finally privatizing generating capacity. Without this, we'll be bailing out Eskom for another 100 years.
All right, that of course is Lindsay Dentlinger in Cape Town.